Planner's Diary, and I just had to come out here and jump on something that's trending right now before I go into a call. If you missed the Katt Williams podcast with Shannon Sharp, you missed everything. It was 2 hours and 46 minutes long. I watched every bit of it, but it was absolutely amazing. Katt Williams came out, and he was snatching wigs from left to right, even if he didn't have a wig on. He did not come to play. And he did it in such a way I never seen. He did not yell one time. He didn't even raise his voice. He didn't even insult people to a way that made me clutch my pearls. I didn't clutch my pearls not one time. And I probably counted 10 cuss words. And if you ever been to a Katt Williams stand-up, which I go to quite a bit, I love him, he gonna cuss. He going to cuss. But before the man told me he was brilliant, I knew he was brilliant because his stand-up, the way he delivered, his delivery, it's amazing. Things he talk about in his stand-up, it's amazing. But what he did was something, as a planner, I wish I could do. I wish I could come on somebody's podcast and really lay down the law. Really tell people, my past clients, my past brides, how they made me feel, what they did to me. But I can't do that. I can't do that. Katt Williams is a multi-millionaire man. He has plenty of money and banks I don't even know the name of. I can't do that. If I say anything about anybody, whether I feel like I was wrong or right, that's it for me and my business. But what I want people to understand, I want them to know about behavior when you're a bride, because TV sometimes makes you think you have to be a bridezilla. It makes you act up because that's what you see on TV. You know, we're human and we feed off other emotions, we feed off what we see, and it makes us think, hey, well, you know, the show I watch, they act the fool, or the show I watch, they rant and rave, but we in Mississippi and we're everyday people and ain't nobody recording us. Don't cut up on me. Please don't cut up on me, because even though I build my business on professionalism and I teach my staff that, like, we're not doing that.
On out of here, right? You ain't gonna make me come out myself.
I will come outside myself if I have to, but I don't want to do that. But what I want people to understand is, I remember I had a client that got married, and we went in this church, and I'm not saying that, you know, I am going to say, when you're in a sanctuary, when you have chosen to choose your wedding to be at a sanctuary because you say you want to be a sacred ceremony, you should not be cutting the food nowhere in the sanctuary. Well, one of the little girls did not like the headpiece she had given her. This is a child now. And the girl was like, it's just pulling my hair as a word, man. She had a fit. I don't care what you want, you gonna wear it. She was ugly to the baby. She was ugly to her mother and her grandmother. And I was just taken aback. I was like, you know, just certain things you don't do. And what you have to understand is, it is one day. One day. I teach my kids all the time, what you say out your mouth to people is like a bubble. It's in the air. It's going to burst eventually, but it was there. It was there. And you cannot bring it back. Even when you burst it, I still saw that bubble. It was there. Brides, if you're listening for your bride, please remember, when you insult, mistreat anybody in your wedding, family members, even your planner, I haven't forgotten that. They have forgotten that. And when somebody comes to me and say, hey, yeah, such was your bride, my response is not going to be like it is when they tell me that LaJoya was your bride. LaJoya's the bride I love. I'm like, oh, yeah, I love LaJoya. I'm going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember. I'm not excited about it. And anybody you send me, I'm probably not going to let them hire me, because birds of feather do what? They flock doggone it together. So it is very important that you be mindful of that on your wedding day. Don't ruin relationships. Don't leave a bad taste in your mouth from other people, because you never know when you might need me again. And you may feel like, oh, she can take this, her job, and here you come calling me later for a referral or even for a job. And even as coordinators, planners, ladies, we can have the name of being bossy and rude. Don't do that. Don't do that. Deliver like Katt delivered. He told her like it was. And everybody has come back and said something about Katt Williams' podcast with Shannon Sharp, his interview. They had not one person say he lied. They were like, oh, he salty, he this, he that. But not one person said, that man tell a lie. I mean, one thing he do, he tells some jokes, but he ain't told not one lie. It was worth the watch. Be blessed. We'll see you next time on The Planner's Diary.